back. We come on Frogs today. It's our Where Are They Now segment for the week, and we got one of the good guys in all the world joining us here. And he wanted to stand up to make me look smaller. Joe Hill, former TCU football player, is with us right now. How you doing, man?
Wonderful, sir. How about yourself?
Good to see you. I want to dive right into a couple of different things. You had the, I'm going to call it luxury, to play for three different head coaches. You had Pat Sullivan, Dennis Franchione, Gary Patterson. That transition was not always easy, was it?
It never is.
Yeah.
I never wanted to see Pat Sullivan leave.
Yeah.
It's one of the big reasons why I came there. Playing for the legend, the Heisman Trophy winner, and he was such a charismatic guy. We wanted to play hard for him. We wanted to do well. Unfortunately, it just wasn't in the cards.
Right.
Everything happens for a reason. So then Dennis Franchione comes in. Totally different guy.
Right.
Business. Hey, we're going to get out here, get after it. We're going to hammer away. People are going to do things the right way.
Right.
We're going to win ball games, and we did.
Yeah. But that was a tough adjustment.
That was
for you.
a very tough adjustment.
I remember that at the time.
Anytime you play for a different head coach, at some point in time, you told that guy no.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because he came out, he recruited you. All these guys are going after the same group of pool of talent, right? So I told this guy no before, and now I got to go try to play for him and start for him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's holding that grudge or what. And everybody's thinking the same thing, man. How's he going to treat us? What is he going to do? And the first thing he did is he got rid of our best player.
Yeah.
To send a message to, hey, look, I don't care who you are, what you do, what kind of player you are, you're not bigger than this program.
Right.
So once he got our attention with that move, it was all by.
Did you buy in at that point?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody did.
But at first it was hard to.
Oh, absolutely. Because again, you told him no before. So something he said or some part of his coaching philosophy you didn't agree with and necessarily jive with.
Sure. Or the school or whatever.
Or the school, the process, whatever.
So, and you also went through a position change.
Several times.
Several times. And those aren't easy either.
No.
But did you feel like you finally settled in at some point? Did you ever feel comfortable?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I came in as a running back, but then I came in on day 3.
Right.
LT already had a head start on me. He was still LT.
Right.
Plus we had Basil Mitchell, you had Charles Jones, a whole stable full of running backs. So they said, hey, let's try tight end. So I said, okay, cool. No, they put me in linebacker first.
I remember that. Okay.
So I go to linebacker and I'm playing, and they were just, let's try him at tight end. So 4 days later, I go to tight end. Stayed at tight end for 2 years. Then at some point, Coach Patterson said, hey, why don't you come play defense for me? We needed a backup for Aaron Schobel. So I said, okay, I'll do what y'all want me to do. I fight where you tell me to fight. And moved to defensive end and just kind of found a home there.
I was going to say, looking back on it now, wouldn't you say that's your natural position?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I'd had a couple more years and some fine-tuning, could have probably made some noise. But
I think so. I
played my role.
Yeah.
I was happy
Did
with
you, and I don't know the answer to this, and you and I have been friends for a long time. Did you, after college was over, did you try to pursue a professional career?
I knew I wanted to. I think you have to be a realist when you play Division I sports. You have to know what your capabilities are.
Yeah.
My body was starting to break down.
Was it?
I was, the injuries were starting to catch up with me and everything. And we talked before the show started about the concussion thing.
Right.
So I wanted to have a little bit of cheese left on my cracker.
Right.
Nah, that wasn't in the cards for me.
Was there a game that stands out to you in your career? Was there one that still stands out to this day that you look back on?
Yes, the Navy game.
Yeah.
The Navy game with the flyover.
Oh, that was awesome. Yes.
Yeah, that game and the San Jose game. You know what I mean? Like one was the pinnacle. It was like a great game for me, and the other one was like it taught us a lot.
Yeah.
How to be humble, how to stay poised, how to lose, and because we were number 5 in the country at that point.
We were rolling.
Ready for the Fiesta Bowl to come in town to give us the bowl invite, and we got knocked on our butts.
Do you remember the emotion that San Jose had in that game? Remember they had a player.
They had a player who had lost his leg in a car accident. It was their homecoming. They brought him out right before the game started.
And at that point, I went, man, this is going to be
rough.
Yeah.
Right.
And, kudos to them.
Absolutely, 100%.
Kudos to those guys for responding the way they did.
They did, yeah.
What about the bowl games? Any of those stand out to you?
The games, I don't remember much about the games. Because we won 2, we lost 2.
Right.
I remember the things that we did, hanging out with my teammates.
Right.
And us going to the casino for one.
Yeah.
Coach Fran said, upperclassmen, y'all get to go to the casino.
Was that a Beau Rivage or something?
It was.
Yeah, the Beau Rivage. I remember that.
So that was like, wow, man, we rolling high the cotton on this thing.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
I remember that well. So, Joe, you leave TCU. And how quickly did you join the Fort Worth Police Force?
Probably. So while I was at TCU, Ron Lewis, who's the director of TCU, so he's the director of Tarrant County Juvenile Services. He also played football at TCU.
Right.
Excuse me. He gave us a job, and when we graduated, he gave me a full-time position.
Yeah.
So I worked there for a couple of years, and then I applied for the police department, and I guess in 2003, a year after college, I joined the department.
And you've been with them ever since.
Ever since. We've been 19 years in August.
How about that?
Yep.
You've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of good.
Seen a lot of good.
Seen some bad.
Seen a bunch of bad.
Yeah, you've seen a bunch of bad.
Mm-hmm.
But is it still rewarding
Absolutely.
to go out there every day?
Absolutely. Anytime you can. So I work in narcotics now, so
Right.
we get complaints all the time as far as like there's drug activity over here, there's criminal activity going on here. And anytime you can get that complaint, and I'm new to this position,
Yeah.
and anytime you can get that complaint and then you go out there and you address it and you make an arrest or you get the person to stop doing what they're doing, whatever nefarious activity it is, and then the neighbor who sees you out there says, hey, thank you for what you do, we appreciate it, we've been having problems over here, their quality of life has just sucked the whole time,
Yeah.
and you can help them out with that, you get a great feeling of
I was going to say that's all you
satisfaction.
need. And
Absolutely.
that's
it.
bigger than a paycheck.
Yeah.
To hear that. Tell
Absolutely.
me this, and I hate to get off on a serious note, but I do want to get on the fentanyl problem that we keep hearing about. How
It's
bad,
real.
How bad is it?
It's a real thing. It's destroying lives. It's just not. It's devastating.
Yeah.
It really is. It's affecting officers as far as you walking up on the streets. You go into a car. You're not knowing what you're encountering. And the officers are passing out.
Right.
I mean, it's causing overdoses in public places. It's just a bad deal.
Yeah, we got to keep our eye open. For
Absolutely.
That, what's the future? You want to keep doing this for a while?
Yeah, I have 6 years till I'm eligible for retirement.
Yeah.
And then I'll
Retirement? You're not old enough to
I
retire,
know,
man. I
I
saw you
know.
play.
Nah, I'm ready to start devoting my time to what I really love.
Yeah.
Watching my kids play ball and playing video
Daughter's
games.
a really good softball player.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, she'll play somewhere. She'll
Somewhere.
follow in your shoes. So, hey, I really appreciate you taking the
I
time.
appreciate you having me.
Here's my thing. In addition to thanking you for coming on the show, I want to thank you for your service, man.
Oh, thank you very
Thanks
much.
for all
I
you do
appreciate
for the
it.
city of Fort Worth. You filling in that gap for all of us. You guys stand in where we can't. We sure
Absolutely.
appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much. I
Thanks,
appreciate
brother.
it.
Joe Hill, one of the good guys here at TCU football.